Hey, clarinet people, it's time for number 127. I will play it for you, then we'll talk. Your goal is to be able to play it along with me by the end of your practice week. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, it's fun. That's a theme in variations. You may have heard of that in your music class, okay, where you have a melody or an idea. A theme just means kind of an idea. In this case, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay, and by the way, Mozart he didn't invent that song, but he did write using that theme. Okay, now variation means it's still recognizable, but there's change made, and you can see the various changes. With this, again, do 2 measures at a clip, follow the 4-step procedure for all of the variations except for the last one where you do the 5-step. Okay, so 1 is tap your foot and say the tas or the TTs, right? 2, do the same thing but playing your instrument on 1 note, making sure you tuh. Number 3, actually say the names of the notes and push your fingers and buttons, in this case a lot of holes, right? Make sure that you're doing the fingering and be able to do it to a beat, okay? 4th step is to actually play the notes in that 2-measure section that you're working on with a steady beat. Don't forget that. Make sure you tuh, always, tuh. All right, and then if you have slurs, and we have slurs in the final variation here, variation 3, then you add the slurs. Slurs, we don't want to mess up our rhythm, okay? It's important that the rhythm is rock solid, and then you simply add the slurs. All right. Now, another element is the volume. You may have noticed I tried to play softly because it's mezzo piano, moderately soft, okay, for this one. MP, medium soft or moderately soft. All right, now the only one in this case that I want to look at variation 2 because that has the dotted 1/4 in it, okay? And you may remember that from the previous page, but just going to review it. All right, so let's say those 2 measures together. Let's go through in this case, the 4-step process. Here's step number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 ta, 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 T, ta. Foot cam time. Sorry, I got the wire. Here we go. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. T, 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 ta, 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 T, ta. Remember with the dotted 1/4 note, how long is it? Yes, it's 1.5 beats, okay? Now, when your foot's tapping, when your foot goes down, that's a 1/2 beat. When it comes up, it's a 1/2 beat. And when it goes down, it's a 1/2 beat. So you put that together, you get a 1/2 plus a 1/2 plus a 1/2 equals, that's right, 1.5. So I always like to think of ta for the 1/4 note and ah for the dot. Okay, that's the extra 1/2 beat, the downbeat of the next beat. And then your foot comes up is when you say the T, that's the upbeat, and that's the 8th note, okay? So just be sure you're doing that, all right? All right, now, we won't actually have to go through that. I think you get the idea. Looking at variation 3, we will do this one all the way through, in this case it'll be 5, all right? So number 1, let's say it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 T, 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 ta. Then play it on 1 note. I'll do a C. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd you like my squeak? All right, then you want to say the notes. And again, I encourage you to pause for a second if you need to kind of think about that, all right? All right, here goes. C, C, G, G, A, G, F, A, G. That A, G, F, A, G is a little tricky to do, all right, because your fingers are moving all over the place, but that's what you got to work out. You have to be able to get it so you can do it to a beat. Then you're going to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice I didn't slur, right? That's the 5th step. Don't let the slur mess with the rhythm. And make sure your foot keeps tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, have fun with number 127. Yay!